Coucou les coucous! De retour à un nouvel épisode de Dark Deity. Entre les épisodes, j'ai organisé mon inventaire, j'ai acheté des choses, j'ai donné des skills, des weapon skills, et j'ai eu de la déception en réalisant que le jeu était en train de hammer in que chaque personne sont pas capables d'utiliser plus qu'un aspect à la effing fois. Bien sûr, j'essaie d'en stacker 2 sur mes troupes. To no effect parce que je peux juste en avoir un d'équipé. Oh well. Alright, bond time. Come to realize, Marin, for all the praise you've given me, you're an excellent leader yourself.
Huh?
You mean because of I look after Alden? Mon petit frère? Not just your brother, but Garrick and Irving too. All of us, really. I feel that's just what the profession demands, caring for the needs of others. There's some truth to that. How did you know you wanted to become a healer in the first place? Honestly, I think just about the only thing I did know growing up was that I didn't want to be a healer.
Really?
Oh, that's a bit of a shock. Seemed to come so easily to you. Which is why that path was selected for me. I only had one tutor who suggested I take up her profession. I never would have guessed. True, I was too impatient with everything else. Healing magic at least took slow, natural processes and speed them up to something manageable. That I could tolerate. Garrick has a similar story, actually. He fell off all of his preliminary except archery. His own mother had to take him in as a pupil.
I should have known.
Never knew that. Obligé d'être triste à tout ça. Well, probably keep that between us. I'm not sure he knows I knows that either.
If you say so.
Yeah, understood. Funny you say I look after him too. Gary does accuse me of babying him sometimes. That's so. Maybe he should be thanking you instead of accusing you of anything. I suspect he could use some guidance, especially in light of what you just told me. Mama's boy. I guess, but I think we all could. You might be onto something there. Is that strange for you, passing through Aramor again after all we've been through? Many other words come to mind before strange, but yes, I suppose it was. What does come to mind? It was sobering, I think. A reminder of all we stand to lose and all that's already lost. You're speaking of Alaris? Yes, I am. Saw it too when we were crossing the border.
Of course.
Excuse me, Margarita. I used to think the stories were exaggerated. Stories often are, but this one wasn't. I can only guess the city once had structure because some of the piles of soot and debris are larger than others. Don't let yourself forget what you saw, Irving. Someday you may find it useful to remember the kind of destruction people are capable of. I just can't believe anyone can look at those ashes and feel proud of what they've done. Est-ce que Irving va devenir le roi à la fin? I don't imagine anyone does. If I had to guess, I'd say there's not a soul out there who feels remotely responsible for it on a personal level. Not even Varric. That's what can come off the wrong type of obedience. I don't know what I'll see. And I'll see it restored to its former glory in my lifetime. Does King Darius have no plans to rebuild it? I wouldn't expect so. At least not before some kind of an armistice is established. No use in setting up walls only for another to come and knock them down. That makes sense. Had you ever been before me? I had several times with my family, been knocked down? Ça a déjà été. It was always such a vibrant and bustling place. And it's a great hall of history. I can still hear our tutor teaching us about it now, constructed by the renowned architect Entheos the Magnificent. To commemorate the founding of this hub of trade. It sounds quite impressive. It was. Its windows were designed to cast shadows on the floors. Usually windows are designed to let light in, not cast shadows. Which told the story of the city's founding. As the sun path changed with the season, new parts of those scenes were revealed. Ah, ok, intéressant. Any chance part of it still stand under all that rubble? Perhaps a slim one. It was likely the sturdiest building for miles around, but even so, I'm sure the damage is immense. From what I understand, the city was built by the Lion and our Morons alike, wasn't it? You're well studied. Then maybe the Lion and our Morons can join hand once more for its reconstruction. If peace comes soon enough, who knows, perhaps we might walk in its streets again someday. That's a pleasant thought, Irving. I'll try and hold on to that. Hey bud, how's your head? Fine, why? Something wrong with it? How much time you got?
I'm lost.
For what? To talk? Don't worry about it. Just want to make sure you didn't jumble anything around back there at the Trial of Soul. You know, when you tried that whole Benji smash thing? Yeah, I remember.
Who'da thunk?
Hey, that's a good sign. I really thought that was gonna work. C'est vrai, y a-t-il d'ouvrir une porte qui était un gros slab de pierre avec en bâchant dedans? Apparemment, c'était sa tête. I bet you did. Well, if you start to feel your head throb, don't try to sleep it off. Go see Marin and she'll patch you right up.
Hey, thanks!
Thanks, Bianca. I appreciate you looking out for me like that. You're a good friend.
What now?
Benji, whoa, I mean, it's nothing, buddy, really. But yeah, happy to lend a hand when I can. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah, I'm glad you taught me that.
Not even.
I hardly think you learned that at all. You learned that all from me.
Simple!
Well, you remember what you said before about being on the same team and protecting each other's. Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Yeah, I guess it is.
Nothing less than the best.
That's worth something then. I'm on a great team, the best of the best, and when you're the best, there's no one else quite like you. I'd say that's pretty lucky. It is lucky and definitely worth something. And definitely worth something. Typo? Here's to the best team then, Benji. May we play to win. Isn't any other way to play? Brooke, I'm glad you managed to keep everyone alive. You didn't make it easy. Each of them seems to have a knack for getting into trouble. We said we pay, but we never said it would be easy. No, your mother said you'd pay to protect you. Not spy on a detachment of the Lion Troop. More than anything, I'm lucky you're alive, or there'd be nowhere safe on Terrazil to hide from a wrath. My mother was really not a wrathful person, Brooke.
You can't be serious.
That's right, she was probably just ignorant of my reputation as a cold-blooded assassin. I'm sure if you and Sarah wound up dead, she'd tell me not to lose sleep over it and pay me something for my troubles. Alright, I see your point. Hard not to. Well, what matters, we're back together now, and hopefully for good. We'll see about that. What I'm more concerned about are the Aztecs. I was surprised Sarah would trust the Lion troops enough to actually wield them. I wouldn't worry too much. They seem to be a relatively harmless and inexperienced bunch. Except for that Lincoln fellow. He's got a real stick-up-ness. Brooke, please, not so long. Not in front of a princess. Or what, he'll insist on defending his honor with a duel? That could be fun. Now, who's getting into trouble? Oh, you're no fun. Good, that's not what we're here for. Now come on, let's rejoin the others before they suspect us of plotting something. Maybe we should be plotting something. Rogue.
Can't trust them.
Never hurt to have a backup plan. Did you really mean everything you wrote in that letter, Garrick? It's not like you to get all serious. I don't want to get all sappy or anything. I did. Let's leave it at that. Sappy, Garrick, it was beautiful. I don't want this to change what we have. We have fun and I like that. I don't know what else I want out of this right now.
Really?
That's exactly what a girl wants to hear, you airhead. I knew this was a bad idea.
Can you not?
No, it wasn't. You're just not used to ever doing anything serious. We can work through that part. I can change him. Just because you told me how you feel doesn't change anything between us. You're the one making it weird right now.
What a joke.
Making it weird? You practically baited me into writing it with all your talk about how relationships that never take things seriously are doomed. Are you serious right now? I was kidding. That was a joke. Because we have a healthy relationship and we never take anything serious. Ugh. Oh, well, how am I supposed to pick up on that? You have this really interesting thing in your skull. I think it's called a brain. We'll probably try and use that. It's a nice letter, though.
Great.
Can we move away from the letter already? Aren't you curious if I've been writing one of my own? I wasn't until just now. Well, I'm not. Right.
This is fun!
No, I think I will. Equity is important, right? You make a fool out of yourself, I make a fool out of myself. It'll be great.
You're really something.
You really don't have to do that. Oh, I really think I do. It's gonna be a blast. I'll read it out loud to the whole crew. I will never help you with one of your scheme again if you do that. Oh, it's cute that you think you ever had a choice. Gods below, Elias. Have you seen Thalanael fight? I never thought anyone was capable of that kind of power. I don't think je l'ai jamais mis dans un combat. Yes, he's an adept of a particularly potent variety.
Known.
Another adept. Incredible. I never would have expected to meet so many so soon. We're all too common in martial circles and all too rare everywhere else.
That sounds right.
Would explain it. We're definitely well suited for the job with the group we have. Some things in the heat of battle I feel like I'm in a storm. Surprised most of our enemies stay and fight. If they had a choice, maybe they wouldn't. You know, when I first set out on my own, I tried to stick to abilities that could pass for a mage's spell, just to be safe. Soon realized how much that was holding me back.
Careful.
There's strength in our raw and untempered power. Better to try and focus its direction than reduce its intensity. I found that to be true as
I'm
well.
not sure.
5 adepts. I still can hardly believe it. What? Sign back in. Certainly should give you permission not to hold back. Also makes me wonder, what would things be like if most people were adepts? I have to imagine it'd be so vibrant and nearly impossible to enforce purification, or any kind of superstition like
Perhaps.
that. It'd be something to see, alright, but I doubt there'd be much of a world to look at for long. We tend to deal in large-scale destruction, a handful of strong disagreement, and we'd set Terra ablaze.
That sounds right.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just something to think about, I guess. In the meantime, there's the real world to worry about. There's still plenty to be done to make life easier for those that lives today. Je sais pas pour toi, Elias, mais je sais pas pour les autres, mais Elias, je trouve que t'es un de mes weaker characters, personnellement. Oh, definitely. And with all that the opportunity I've been given, I think that's the least I can do. Déjà fini? Alright. 11 minutes. Alright, let's move along. These legs were meant for the sea, not the dirt. I don't think I could walk another 5 minutes, let alone another day. Well, it looks like you won't have to. Yes, this must be it. This is it. I'm not sure the side of the mountain is the best place to make camp. No, not on the side of it. Inside of it, there's an intricate system of caverns here, and an entrance just up ahead.
This is fun!
Ooh, exciting! Never been inside a cave before. Really? Je veux dire, un mountain complexe, certainement, mais juste une grotte. J'habite en ville, even I went in there. Multiple times. We should be far from prying eyes here. The Delian army scouts are instructed to avoid this area at all costs. What's that? For their own safety. For their own safety, and we're just learning about this now? What? No, I'm quite sure I think you might have left that part out, Lincoln. I see. Well, forgive me. Whatever the reason, I'm sure it's nothing we can't
When you're
handle.
ready, follow me.
I hope you're right. Say hello to everyone. Come on, let's take a look. Hey, check this out. What's this? Some kind of war room? The Lion Scout had a presence in these mountains a very long time ago. You think they built this? Possible.
Whoa there!
That would explain the dust. Perfect, like it was built just for us. Look on the wall. Seems like someone already mapped out a huge chunk of the caverns. There's something in the machine that's still burning. What is
Watch
it?
yourself.
A dwarf! None of your damn business what that is.
Dwarves!
Weapons! Get your dainty fingers away from my map. Dwarf! It's a dwarf! C'est ça j'ai dit. The Delian army is afraid of a dwarf? Not just any dwarf, mind ye. Fenton, the troll trampler. Goblin grinder and hobgoblin hobbler. I reckon I could put quite a dent in any army with the right armor, of course. Okay, fait qu'il y a des trolls, il y a des gobelins, et des hobgoblins. Please, Fenton, the goblin gobbler. I assure you we mean no harm to you or your people. My people? Even I mean harm to my people now and again. You really have to meet some of them.
Right.
Oh, that's quite alright. No need for that. There aren't any here now. I've got a taste for adventure as far as dwarves go. Venturing this far south. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that. Not to worry, we're clearly the trespassers here. Sure, we can find another place to set up camp. We'll be on our way. Well, wait. You said you were looking for a place to make camp? Yep. It is safe here. Plenty of food and provision. If you'd like, perhaps you could stay a while. For a price, naturally. The journey here runs us dry of our coins, I'm afraid. And mayhaps you can repay me with a favor. What kind of favor? Well, I have a small problem. Spent the last few years tracking down my inheritance. Only I've had some trouble getting to it. You mentioned you were short on coin. Let me be clear. This here's my claim. If you help me secure it, I'll oblige you, say, a 10% cut. Fair is fair after all, and the lot of you seems strong enough.
Don't get greedy.
Mauvaise personne qui parle. Irving, if this inheritance is of any significance, it just might be the break we need.
Good work.
Fenton, if we assist you, might we be able to make this place a more permanent home? Of course, once I've got what I came for, I'll leave the whole place to you. Oh, this is a real thrill. I've waited a long time for this. Come, I'll lead the way. Hang on, just what kind of problems are we dealing with exactly? You'll see. No time for chit-chat. Gold, platinum, silver, they don't rust. You can tech Varden for that, but copper corrodes. Best not to waste any time. Fenton, wait! Voice quick. Oh! Ah, there she is, minor dragon kid. Not like the biggins out east. Dragon? And that's a small one? Aye, small, but fearsome nonetheless. Hope we get to pick our 10% or what's left of it. If by we you mean who's left of us. Friends, we have no reason to fear. We're more than capable and surprise is on our side. Ha! I like you put it. Well, I figure I ought to help in the sling and whatnot. Can't risk you all dying and losing my chance of my inheritance. Of course. C'est quoi ton abilité? Might of the Mountain. Damage increased by 20% of the level. Fait qu'à chaque 5 levels, il augmente de 1%. Il va commencer level 25 au moins. Fait qu'il y a un plus 5%. Pas besoin d'aller trop loin. On clique ici. On clique ici. Ça, je veux, ouais. Control F. Fenton. I wish I had nicer things to say about Fenton, but he comes too late for a unit this underwhelming. His personal skill is fine, and his stat line is incredibly similar to both Benji and Irving. I think his only real purpose is to replace Benji or Irving if they've taken too many impactful Graves wound, because otherwise he's not really doing anything to reinvent the wheel. And he's worth at everything than they are. Still balance. His only big seller point are a gigantic mastery score, which no subclass has anything that scales with. The highest defense growth of all warriors, which you might think make him an attractive defender, and to a point it does, but his average HP growth and atrocious fortitude and peak make him unable to really function as a tank against anything magically inclined. His word in class dex means he won't be anything unless you really go all in and focus weapon, or make him a dragoon, which means he misses out on the defender's passive. Unless you really like Dwarf, just leave him on the bench after you get him. Alright. Well, we can all be legend in our own right. Watch and learn, little man. Map prep. Ok, premièrement, c'est beaucoup d'HP. Deuxièmement, comment ça se fait qu'il y a 2500 sur 2200 HP? T'es obligé d'avoir Faust pis toi. T'es gros comment? « 2200... » Zéro dodge, zéro crit. N'a-t-il juste aucun range attack? Choose unit. Ok. Qu'est-ce que j'ai comme healer là-dedans? Un healer là, un healer là. Et j'ai Irving ici. Puis... je vois pas... Ok, il reste un petit. Ok. Ma prep. Là, on va faire ça de même. There's his riches. Ok. Il est capable d'attaquer partout sur la map.
Stop poking me.
Didn't expect that. Ok, il y a 1% de chance de me toucher.
You're already dead!
Il est slow as F. Alright, on va... Ferret's Fury! Let's go, little ferret.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
30%. $50 HP de dégâts en retour, ça aurait pu faire mal, ça. Toi, tu te rends jusque...
Am I needed? This will do.
Fait que je fais tout mon possible pour
Maybe I need a new outfit.
réduire ses chances de me toucher en ce moment.
Right between the eyes.
Mais il est assez large, ça va pas être trop difficile.
Sorry in advance!
Swirly arrows. Deux fois plutôt qu'une.
Coming in hot! I've got a lot to learn.
Ok.
I guess.
Oh, ok, il va belcher du fire dans ce cône-là ici. Oups. J'en connais trois qui vont manger une volée.
What will it be? Fine by me.
Je peux pas faire de désarme dessus. So far, tout le monde so good.
You're asking for it!
Il est plutôt grand, je trouve. Il attaque même pas. Il a l'air d'avoir une attaque, mais il en a pas.
Quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly.
Be swift.
Back in action.
How can I assist?
Là, t'as 100% de chance de me toucher. Mais tu fais rien. Ok. Fait que you're more gimmicky than I imagine. Il va attaquer, puis là, il va faire son breath, ou non? Il attaque automatiquement les 3 personnes qui sont dans son breath. Mais le monde qui sont dans son breath peut counterer. Albeit, beaucoup moins cool. Juste 2? Ok, mais le dégât était automatique par contre. Il a attaqué 2 personnes manuellement, puis son breath.
Nobody crosses a dwarf!
I wouldn't dare to cross a dwarf.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
My shield is yours.
Awaiting orders. Fresh as a daisy. By your grace, Fang.
Here to help. I know I can be strong.
Fait que j'ai plus l'impression de me battre contre un tank. Genre, Metal Thing, là.
Diligence is its own reward. I'm on it. Thought you'd never ask.
C'est pas le plus satisfying comme fight, on va dire ça de même.
Is the shadow cast?
Bon, drop en dessous du 1000. Ah, c'est vrai, j'ai un 3e healer. J'ai comme confus. Comment ça, j'ai 2? Il me reste encore un healer. Coup de cure. Et le dwarf qui a reçu un coup de cure. Ok, là, on a un pattern à respecter.
Here to help.
Oh, ok. Tu n'as assez large. En bas puis en bas.
History will forget you!
Ça c'est correct. Je sais pas pourquoi. Ok. Fire Blast, Fearsome Roar, Fearsome Roar, Fearsome Roar, Fire Blast, ok. Fearsome Roar deals damage and disarm. Fait que tu veux clairement pas être dans le milieu ici.
Nobody crosses a dwarf!
Toi, t'es pas capable de healer en diagonale là. Pas bon.
I've got a lot to learn.
At your disposal. One step at a time.
Ok, il me reste des tatas dans le milieu. Ah, j'aurais dû bouger toi en haut.
My shield is yours.
Contre, toi, t'es capable d'aller là. Hop! T'es fait counter-attaquer. Alright, on va appeler ça un épisode ici. On va revenir la prochaine fois. J'assume finir ce dragon. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.